things you need to know about Raphael. He's almost home now, closer than a kiss. His favorite color is blood. And he probably knows 1,000 ways to kill us. This is going to hurt.
Time slows for a moment, and the air becomes thicker. The master of the house is coming.
You. There are many things in your world that I loathe. Litters of kittens, chattering children, the noise and the chaos of it all. In my world, in my house, there is order and there is decorum. You came here uninvited and you stole from me. In doing so, you brought the chaos of your world into mine. I will not abide it.
Sister, oh sister, I've wept and I've cried, but all would be well if you were by my side.
Oh, Hope, you are such a piteous thing. All it takes is a crumb from the table and you forget the centuries of starvation. This insolence has earned you centuries more. Carilla, tell our unwelcome guest about your role in their tragic downfall.
I permitted you the freedom to decide your own fate. You could have been smart, selfless, saved the world. Instead, you came here and risked everything.
It's the fatal flaw of mortal kind. Take away their free will and they call you a tyrant. Allow them to indulge it and they become tyrants. You would have been heroes if you'd only dealt fairly with me. Instead, you're not so different to doomed Carsus, overreaching your limits and burning your world to ash.
Wrong, wrong, wrong! They will save their world and smash you to smithereens.
It's this charming naivety that makes your company such a joy to me, Hope. I'll even forgive this little rebellion once you're suitably chastised.
This isn't a rebellion. It's a revolt. I'm revolting!
Then Hope dies today. Commander, you can salvage a trophy from these insects when I'm done with them.
These insects struck me down beneath the Shadowlands. They are worthy opponents. Their skulls will make fine trophies. These insects struck me down beneath the Shadowlands. They are worthy opponents. Their skulls will make fine trophies. To stand against a devil in his own home. That takes courage. I'm with you.
How tiresome. Am I to understand that you wish to die with them?
I wish to fight with them.
It's all the same in the end. If you have any last words, make it quick. It will only take a moment to finish you. Hope. It always burns you in the end, little mouse. Now, down comes the claw.
All mortal lives expire. Souls go to their dooms in flame forevermore.
Hell has its laws. Hell. Effect and the cause. Curtain falls, but hold your applause. Squirm. For now down here come the claws.
Lives, all mortal lives expire. Souls go to their dooms in flame forevermore.
Fools, how hard you have fought. Brave, but it's all been for naught. True souls that couldn't be bought. Doomed, detected, and caught. No more deals, it's over. The final act, you're doomed. No more grace, it's over. This house of hope. You're doomed.
It's absolutely preposterous that any of us are alive. Maybe we're not. Pinch yourself and check we're not dreaming the last of our lives as we die screaming.
You are wide awake, and Raphael truly is defeated.
That is incredible. We're incredible. We're spectacular. What a wonderful, jubilant, glorious day. But my poor sister, Corilla. It is not right that she died. And that makes me want to weep an ocean. She was an entire person before she ever made that choice. When we were children, she always kept the last piece of pastry for me and bloodied the nose of the bullies who pulled my hair. She was my sister. But as a wise woman once said, there's no point in crying over spilt blood. We must go on. And despite all the years I've lost, I have enough love in my heart to guide you home.
For the first time since you heard her voice, hope seems calm, and the peace flows from her into you, soothing your very soul.
And go where? I don't think I quite know how to be anywhere else but here anymore. With a lick of paint and a thorough cleaning, this could be a lovely little house. And I can hardly leave. After all, who would ever want to think of hell without hope? I hope I'll see Corilla again one day, and that she'll say sorry, and I'll tell her she's forgiven. I hope I find all the pieces of my mind that fell out of my head over all those years, and that I'll be able to put myself back together again. I hope the echoes of pain will fade, and memories of sorrow will die, and that you'll visit me here someday. And I hope you have a happy ending of your own.
You fought well. We could use such strength in the Blood War.
You did us a favor, Yrgir, so I'm going to let that slide.
Now I'm free of Raphael's blasted contract. I can return to the front lines. Hunting shadows in a temple for 100 years was a break. I'd have slain a score of demons before you have your next hot meal. Whoever your enemies are, they have good reason to fear you. And I'll gladly lend you my skills against them when the time comes. Until then, good luck to you, little rabbit. You're a finer hunter than any wolf.
So you wormed your way into the Devil's Lair. Risked mind, limb, and freedom. All to steal the Orphic Hammer. I hope your ambitions end there. I have already told you that the Githyanki Prince only wants to see you dead. But it seems you still do not trust me. You are falling into the same trap as the Chosen. Their distrust of one another is their undoing. We must not make the same mistake. We must work together. I'm disappointed to hear that. Nonetheless, our fates are bound. And in the absence of a happier union, I will accept a useful one. You may think yourself ingenious for having slain a devil, but you have merely ironed out a wrinkle. The Elder Brain will not be such an easy foe. It is time we resume our journey to find it.
Careful, soldier. I'm burning really hot. Had a nice break in the Hells. Now that we're back, my engine's in overdrive again. Let's move. A trot will take my mind off being barbecued alive.
Raphael's good and gone. Feels damn good too. Now, if only I could get rid of the other devil in my life. Yes, and at a great cost, partial ceremorphosis. I'm not about to make such a sacrifice. Not now, not ever. Thank you.
Darling. darling. Ugh, thank the gods it's over, I say. My last trip to the Hells ever. No such thing as a home in the Hells. If Hope's happy, good for her. But mark my words, some devil or other will push in and claim the place sooner or later. Stick around in Avernus long enough, and you'll run out of hope entirely. No, soldier. I'd rather live out my days in the world I love than live forever in a world I hate. I don't know much, but I do know that.
Defeating a devil in his own home feels very, very good, actually.
Trips to the Hells are usually one way, especially when the traveler causes the kind of trouble you did. I knew you were a thief, didn't realize you were a killer. Raphael's death is already causing quite a stir across the Hells. It's a rare thing for a mortal to slay a devil of his stature. I'm impressed, and just a little bit intimidated. Your coin is always welcome here. And so are you, Devil Slayer.
Ah, damn it! To end a devil in the Hells is to end him for true! Who was hoping to make a hobby of killing Raphael over and over again?
To slay a devil in his domain is to end him entire. Or it should be. I am still primed to hear some slimy final rhyme from beyond the grave.
That's the last of Raphael. I'll be glad to no longer have to suffer his smug face.
Raphael is no more. I shall not shed any tears.
The hammer is ours. The devil is snuffed out. Our power is undeniable. Yes, the hammer is ours. The means to Orpheus's release is in our hands. To the Undercity, Voss must hear of our victory. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will break Orpheus free. Voss will be pleased with our progress. Come, to the Underground. We must show him the Orphic Hammer.
No amount of contracts will save Raphael from the fate we forced upon him. A devil well slain, if I say so myself.
Ready to do some business? Give me that! Can't have this floating around loose. I thought I was meant to be the thief. So what if it is? Choosing the right allies is just common sense. You wouldn't have made it this far on your own. Big Raph doesn't own me. He's just giving me the tools to keep myself alive and to take what I want. As for what that is, well, you didn't think I planned to stop at running the Fetcher's brats, did you? should know by now that I'm not everyone. If Raphael doesn't know that yet, he'll learn. You bloody idiot! You can kill half the devils in the hells for all I care, but Raphael was my patron. He made promises. This is just a hiccup, though. I'll still run this city one day, with or without Raph, and when I do, my guild won't look on you too kindly.
Guards are giving us the stink eye. Think they recognize you?
Possibly, but I wager there's something deeper at work here.
Then let's go digging.
Aren't you the intrepid little adventurer, digging and diving where you don't belong? Wrong. Your presence here is the only real threat to their survival. Dead, they're no use to me, so I keep them safe, after a fashion. I've prepared for this eventuality, and if you interfere, I will destroy the Iron Throne. Return to the docks, or the deaths of everyone inside will be on your conscience.
Your mind turns to the Gondian hostages, bound in fear, their futures hanging by a thread in Gortash's web.
That was a mistake. When the corpses start to wash up on the shore, remember, you could have prevented all of this.
Halt.
A cold, suckering wetness grasps at your mind. A voice, familiar to you from the Underdark, wraps itself around your brain.
You must act with haste. Duke Ravengard is held within these walls. He must be extracted. Normally, I would find your people's lust for pleasantries amusing. Unfortunately, we have no time. There are many hostages here. Duke Ravengard, chief among them. He needs your help. Do not concern yourself with me. The city will be best served if you save Duke Ravengard. Duke Ravengard is held in the security wing. Be careful. There are many hazards. This structure is collapsing. Act with speed. Act with efficiency. Good luck.
Will, my pet, I was hoping you'd bound along. A bargain's a bargain, and I've come to see it through. Mia Furia. Kneel for me.
What are you doing?
Exactly what you asked for. Now, stand back and enjoy the show.
as I can, but hurry. We have little time.
Calmness greets you upon exiting the submersible. Unlike the Iron Throne, you remain intact. So, it seems, will the families of all the hostages rescued from the throne. Duke Ravengard approaches you, looking confused.
He's tadpoled, but under my protection now, just like you. His mind is his own again.
Father. Will. Gods, it pains me to look at you. By Baldur's graces, why have the hells ordained you to save me?
Your tadpole resonates with Ravengard's. The exhausted Grand Duke is a flurry of emotion.
By every last hell, son, are you on my head?
Ravengard's head still aches so powerfully the pain seeps into you. The Absolute may be silenced, but the Duke's parasite still remains.
I know you have questions. Please, go to our camp. You'll be safe there. We'll talk soon enough.
Ravengard answers with silence. He and Will have much to discuss.
God, that was close. I could almost kiss the boards here, but... well, that would be disgusting.
I'll admit it, I was saying my prayers there. Thank the gods we made it out of Gortash's hellhole.
Father will be waiting in camp. It's about time we talked.
I can't thank you enough. I was certain that place was to be my cold, wet tomb. You saved us! Saved us all! I thought it impossible, but you did it! We were kept hostage to control our families and the Steelwatch Foundry, to keep them building Gortash's death machines. Please. They need to know what happened here. They have no reason to obey Gortash anymore. If they rebel, it'll put a dent in Gortash's steel might. He did? Of course he did! I knew it. I knew he would do something.
Your world's air. I never imagined missing its feeling on my skin. Curious. I owe you a great debt, son-child. One I shall repay. When I return to the surface, I will alert my colleagues at the Society. Find me there, and I will offer you what aid I can against this evil.
First you cleave my heart in twain, now you shatter it to pieces. My son a monster. Twisted beyond recognition. To think my blood flows through those veins. Is this my fate? to be freed from Gortash's hell, only to be trapped in yours?
It isn't what you think. It never was.
You turned your back on me, on your city, to chase the she-devil and her power. She stinks up the place even now. It is exactly what I think.
Ravenguard's tadpole clenches as your memories and wills flow into him.
My tears wounds. I'm in your mind.
The Grand Duke sees Mizora and her infernal sisters. He sees the agony in Will's face as an impossible choice is set before him.
No. My son.
The past becomes present, and Will's thoughts are laid bare. Ravenguard sees Will partnering with Mizora to defeat Tiamat's cultists before they could lay siege to Baldur's Gate, and he sees everything beyond. The Nautiloid journey, the perilous path to Moonrise, the astral prism, and the Emperor within.
Well,
everything I did for Baldur's Gate. I did for you.
My son. You sold your soul to save Baldur's Gate, and I cast you out for it. You gave yourself to the Hell's eternal fires so I might walk free. By the gods. Can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. You wanted to protect the city. I only ever wanted the same.
You are a better man than most, and a better son than I deserve. I'll yet make amends, but my duty is first and foremost to the city and its people. There's something I must ask of you. Before I was captured, I was on a mission. Returning from Elturel, I discovered the plans of the Absolutists. I immediately realized the city couldn't defend itself against such an army. I didn't despair, because the city has a secret guardian, a worm that sleeps beneath. He can be called upon in times of great need. This is such a time. You've been trained in the ways of the great champions and proven to be one of them. The worm will answer your call. You must seek him out.
Do you mean Ansur? The worm is dead, Father. Where we might have once found a friend, we found only his bones, animated by an old grievance. But the heart of the gate still lives. In me, in my allies. In Ansur's defeat, I found my spirit renewed. For as long as devils and demons imperil the Sword Coast, they will be my prey. I am the Blade of Avernus.
Then go with my blessing. Be Faerun's great defender. Courage, insight, strategy, justice. Let these be the lights that guide you, my son. Hail, the Blade of Avernus! The devil's stench lingers, but Will is yet a champion of the people. I'd hoped he'd join me on the council, but he is his own man. I couldn't be prouder. I was returning from Elturel. My traveling party stopped at an inn, Joaquin's Rest, to lay our heads. It wasn't the heat that woke me. It was the scent. Cultists had set fire to the place. I don't remember being taken. Just the smoke burning my throat. before I fell. If only Floric... Oh, hells. Floric. While the Absolute commanded my mind, I condemned her to death and confined her in Worm's Rock prison. She stood by me even as the Hell's fires lapped at my feet. You must free her. Tremendous news. She proves as loyal to you as she is to me. I couldn't bear it if she died by my command. May the Triad guide her steps. A complicated one. I went to greet Elturel's High Overseer, only for the Archdevil Zariel to drag the city into the Hells. I've been touched by Avernus, been a plaything for demons. A tale for other places, other days.
I failed. The heart of the gate is dead. We need to see my father. He should know what happened with Ansur.
It is pleasurable to see you. Your intervention within the cult's underwater complex was a timely one. I am glad my carelessness did not cost the life of Duke Ravengard. That you also saved me was unexpected. My meeting with you led me to a most unsettling conclusion. That my kind had begun to exert influence through this cult of the Absolute. I felt illicit interference would not be conducive to this plane's survival. I sought out other infected individuals to ascertain the truth of my hypothesis. Unfortunately, I strayed too close. I was captured and transported to the prison in which you found me. There, I saw Gortash and his followers inflict cruelties far beyond any I witnessed in the Underdark. I am grateful that you were spared such a merciless fate. I too feel some warmth at your presence. Your inclination to generosity is an admirable quality, one I wish to reciprocate. Blurg and I have consulted on the matter of your reward. We first thought to ask the denizens of the Underdark for their aid in fighting the cult. Alas, our influence there remains negligible. Instead, we have selected a series of items from the Society's vaults. Given my kind's involvement in creating this evil, it is only right that I do my part in helping you defeat it, or at least improving your odds.
Omeluum tells me I have you to thank for its safe return. We know the risks when we go out into the field, but to lose my friend in such a way would have been most disheartening. If there's any conclusion to be drawn from this, I think it's that Omeluum and I are safest back in the Underdark. Our research there must continue. We may not be able to fight on the front lines as you do, but we may yet do some good for those who call it home. We'll depart when this absolute army is defeated. I understand you are involved in the matter. I hope our gifts will provide you with some meaningful assistance in fighting the evil Omeluum uncovered. Do let us know how you get on.
You have beaten and tormented us to the brink of insanity. You cut out my eyes, but we will bow no more. Gondians! Rip the motivator from this bastard's hands! For Gond! What happened to Obelia? Is she safe? My heart. I thought her lost. I would give more than just my sight to keep her safe. Our destination is the Neurosita, the nerve center of the Steel Watch. Guide me there, and I'll do the rest. Your bomb will most certainly do the trick. Place it directly on the Neurosita, and then run like every fiend of the 9 hells snaps at your heels.
Parasite stirs within the pickled brain, twitching. As your mind connects, you feel yourself become strong, powerful, metal. You are a Steel Watcher, charging through the streets in pursuit of a young girl. She is screaming. For a split second, you wrest control. The Steel Watcher's legs lock. It crashes to the ground. The little girl disappears down an alley. Safe for now. Your mind whirls as the brain, swimming with parasitic juices, connects with yours. With a jerk, your mind is transported. You look down, your body of pure steel and power whirring. A dwarf cowers before you.
Please, Mr. Steel Watcher, sir. I'll never steal again. I swear it on my mum's life. Just let me go.
You focus on the source of the power, but it is quiet and still. You can only watch as the Steel Watcher raises its leg.
What are you doing? No! Please!
You stomp on the dwarf, bones and intestines splashing on you. The brain in this jar is controlling a Watcher on sentry duty at Worm's Rock. It patrols back and forth, vigilant for trouble. The Watcher this brain controls is offline for maintenance. The brain dreams, images of life in a garden cottage in spring. The brain in this jar is aware that its Watcher is on duty in the control center, vast and throbbing with illithid telepathy. It ignores your mind touch as a mere distraction. Your tadpole eagerly responds to the parasite in the brain jar. You blink to find yourself standing at Worm's Crossing. You are a Steel Watcher, a guardian of Baldur's Gate. Before you stands a group of humans.
He said he was Flaming Fist, that we had to empty our pockets if we wanted to enter the city. We didn't know it was a scam. We have nothing left, and my kids are half-starved. Please, let us into the city. We have nowhere else to go.
Your tadpole eagerly responds to the parasite in the brain jar. You blink to find yourself standing at Women's Crossing. You are a Steel Watcher, a guardian of Baldur's Gate. Before you stand a group of humans.
He said he was Flaming Fist. That we had to.
You are a mouse to an elephant. So overwhelming is the parasite's power. You reach behind you. But the family runs before you can draw your sword, fleeing towards the Risen Road. And most likely, their deaths. The brain in this jar is controlling a watcher on sentry duty at whirls as the brain, swimming with parasitic juices, connects with you. With a jerk, your mind is
Please, Mr. Steel Watcher, sir. I'll never steal again, I swear it on my mum's life. Just let me go.
You take control, but it is a struggle. Your body freezes as the parasite fights back.
So, I can go. Oh, thank you, Mr. Steel Watcher, thank you.
You are kicked from the Watcher as the dwarf flees, unaware of how close he came to death. Parasite stirs with you are a Steel Watcher, charging through the streets in pursuit of a young girl. She is screaming. For a split second, you wrest control. The Steel Watcher's legs lock. The little girl The Watcher this brain controls is offline for maintenance. The brain in this jar is aware that its Watcher is on duty of life in a garden cottage in Spring. Tadpole eagerly responds. You are a Steel.
We have nothing left, and my kids are half-starved. Please, let us into the city. We have nowhere else to go.
Your gears whine in protest, but you force your body to one side, gesturing for the family to enter the city.
Thank you, sir. Come on, kids. Grab your bags. Hurry.
You are kicked from the Watcher's brain. The family runs into Baldur's Gate, unnoticed by the parasite. Neurosita awaits your input. This will destroy the Foundry, wiping it from the face of the Forgotten Realms. Neurosita awaits your input. The Neurosita is the epicenter of the Steel Watch, controlling and connecting every single Watcher in the city. Its technology is far beyond anything you have ever seen. You'll need more than magic or steel to destroy it. The machine doesn't respond. This will destroy the Foundry, wiping it from the face of the Forgotten Realms.
That was a hell of a show, my friend. Watchers collapse in the street as we speak. And the foundry. The scent of rune powder drifts through the city like a warm embrace. I see my bomb did the trick, but it's not over. So long as a single parasitic Gondian remains, Baldur's Gate is under threat.
Enough, Wulbren. Gortash enslaved us, forced us to build his steel watches, but no more. Take the city, let the Iron Hands reign supreme. I just wish to go home and hold my daughter.
Please. If a Gondian told me the sky was blue, I'd look outside and check. You Gondians will lie, scheme, and torment this city until your dying breaths. Let's end this! I thought you were a rebel in arms. I see now you were but a snake, waiting for its moment to strike. Keep your precious Gondians. But know that I will not rest until this city is rid of them and their bootlickers. When the day comes, my hammer will find your skulls and crack them wide open. Iron Hands, move out! You Gondians will lie, scheme, and torment this city until your dying breaths. Let's end this! I plan to make you my right hand in the new reign of Iron Hands. I see now you lack the spine. Keep your precious Gondians. But know that I will not rest until this city is rid of them and their bootlickers. When the day comes, my hammer will find your skulls and crack them wide open. Iron Hands, move out!
While I cannot see it, I can feel the sun's embrace, and it is nothing short of divine. Thank you for doing the impossible, my friend. Simply call and the Gondians will come. I swear it.